Hello and welcome to Tikva. My name is Adebisi and it's my privilege to start us off on this series called Unleashing Your Potential. In this class, we'll be talking about potential and what I mean when I say potential. We will also be looking at the enemies of potential, if you like. So to start us off, I've got a friend with me, Mr. Seed. I hope you'll be able to see this. There you go. Can you see that? Mr. Seed. What I've just shown you is an apple seed, and that is the truth. But when I think about potential, I can say this another way. What I've just shown you actually is a forest. I know it's a forest, and I explain why I said that. Because you see, in this little pip, in this seed is locked away the DNA that allows this seed to transform in the right environment, at the right time, at the right opportunities. It has the power to transform into a tree, which in turn has the power to have fruits which have seeds in it, which have fruits which have seeds in it. This fruit will have seeds that have trees, that have fruits, that have seeds, that have trees, that have fruits, that have seeds. I guess you see what I'm saying now. That is why I say what I've just shown you in my hand is a forest. Thinking about yourself now, locked inside of you is all this potential and all these great opportunities that are waiting to bust out. Like us, we come prepackaged with these beautiful gifts that we have. Like the seed, we already have it within us. We don't have to worry or we don't have to go find it. We came prepared with this. So what do I mean when I talk about potential? I did some research and this is what I found. Potential means dormant ability, reserved power, untapped strength, unused success, or hidden talent. Inside of you are hidden talent, unreserved or unused strength or untapped strength that are just hidden within the layers of yourself. When I talk about potential, that's what I'm talking about. You see, this potential, this reserved power on untapped strength or unused success is designed for other people, not us. And then I'll explain again. This seed would give us an apple. That apple has a potential to be so much. For me, it could be apple crumble, it could be juice, it could be part of my smoothie, an apple in my lunchbox, it could be apple crisps. You tell me what we could do with apple sauce, all sorts of things. We can have it in our ice cream. I don't know. Tell me what you think. But it starts out as a seed. I have never seen an apple tree eat an apple. There you go. That's my seed. I've never seen an apple tree eat an apple. And just the same way, your gifts and your talents are not for you. They are designed for your community. They are designed for the people you do life with. What I have inside of me should benefit everybody else. What is inside of you benefits everyone else. And that is what I'm talking about. This potential that is just simmering in the cover. Anyway, to expand more on this, I'd like to share a story about an apple tree that was in our previous property. I remember the first time we moved into that property, we found this apple tree at the back. We were so excited because for the first time, I actually have an apple tree at the back of our house. That year, we had lots and lots of apples. There was so much potential. I imagine how I would take apples to work every day and how during the harvest, I'll take so much to work and I'll share with my friends, and we could have apple sauce, we could have apple crumble. And we soon found that the apples that grew on that tree were actually cooking apples, which was all right because we could have apple crumbles and stuff. Anyway, the first year we had quite a bit of an harvest and we shared that with my friends, and the kids had so much fun with the apples. Anyway, most of the time they were just bashing it around, to be honest. You know what kids are like. But the year after, something strange happened. You see, the bounty on the apple was not the same. There was something else on the apple this year. The number of fruits on that tree was well reduced. And some of the apples that came off that tree were less than perfect. They were diseased with something that appears to be a brown patch of fungal infection of some sort. I soon found out that part of my garden was infected by this fungal infection. Now, I'm not botanist, so I'm not very sure what it's called, but I do know that it was spreading in the garden. Another secret about me is I love good gardens, but I don't like spending so much time out there. Actually, I don't have the time. So I'm sorry, but it looks like I must have neglected my garden. And because I did, the apples on those trees was not the perfect one for us that summer. Then I did nothing. The summer after, it was even worse. We did not even get up to 10 apples on those that summer. And something else had happened. I noticed that there was another kind of a tree growing, almost like growing within the apple tree. I wasn't sure what this was, but a friend of mine came to visit one day and said, oh, actually, you've got a parasite on your tree. And you see, she knows a little bit more than I do. And it turns out that that tree growing within my apple tree was a mistletoe. This mistletoe was actually competing with my apple tree for nutrients. Hence the reason I never got any more fruits from that tree. The moral of this story is that this apple tree at the back of my garden started with one seed as this. That seed grew that tree. But unfortunately, due to the environment that tree found itself, the production of apples was very, very limited. In fact, it stopped at some point. The environment that you find yourself is very, very important. And there are enemies waiting against your potential. There's going to be something that would try to stifle your potential. And like the tree at the back of my garden, there could be parasites and viruses and all sorts of fungal infections that are waiting to stifle my apple. Just like for your potential, there are things that wait to stifle it. So I'd like us to explore that for the next few minutes that we've got. I've got 4 enemies of our potential I'd like to share. The first one is the negative mindset. Transform your mind. Spend your time reading worthwhile information. It is very important to learn from people that have gone before you and transform the way you think. Stop thinking I can't and start thinking I can. Make it your duty to say to yourself, I can, I will, I must. Just changing the way you think can change the way you unleash your potential. Another enemy of our potential is our poor choice of friends, which I also say the wrong environment. Like that tree surrounded by the mistletoe, it found itself stifled by the hangers-on called the mistletoe. What hangers-on are in your life? I'm afraid there's some people that you really need not let in your life. They would not help you towards your goal or your dream. They are there to stop you and dissuade you from being the best copy of yourself. I know it can be sad sometimes, but there are some people we call friends, but they are not as friendly as they should be. They actually stop us and negate and laugh at us when we share our dreams. Stop hanging around people that will destroy your dreams and start looking for friends that will cheer you on and hold your hand through the process. The next one I'd like to share quickly is the fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure especially. I say always learn from your failures. Every failure that you have is an opportunity to transform, is an opportunity to learn, is an opportunity to be more. So do not be afraid to fail. Embrace failure, learn from it, move with it. Let it be an energy in your step. The next and final one, which I'm sure you would not believe, is success. Yes, success can be a big problem. I know. How can it be? Every time you win, you go into this mood of resting and resting on your laurels. But you see, your potential is something that you have not yet achieved. If you've achieved it, then it's not your potential. Celebrate your successes, but let it be a stone on which you stand. Move on very quickly to your next challenge as you begin to unleash this potential. I hope you enjoyed this class, and I am looking forward to the discussions that are going to happen as we go into the class. Please write down some of these thoughts going through your mind and let us explore together some of the potential that is hidden within you. So to cap very quickly, You are designed with potential within. There is nothing to be afraid of. You don't need to go looking. The next thing you need to know, that there will be enemies against your potential. Be very, very careful who you hang around with. God bless you, and I'll see you in the class. Bye-bye.